my fellow comic book collectors, it's Alan, the Comic Collector Geek, and this is part 6, I think 6, no, part 5, part 5, I had to think about it, so 7, yeah, part 5, yeah, or is it part 6? Yeah, it's part 6. I'm losing track of what part it is. So whatever part it is, it's either part 5 or part 6. I'll figure it out when I put it up on the title. But we're going to unbox these books, which involve the Band of Brothers auction. So basically, there's a group of my friends that do an auction every few weeks. They do it. And they basically sell comics really cheap. I don't know how else to describe it. They have some really amazing comics. And not many people attend these auctions. Maybe like 30 or 40 people attend. So it's a small group of people buying. And we bid against each other. But we don't really bid that aggressively. And so you can find some really big deals. Like really good deals. I actually recommend going and checking them out. Because Band of Brothers auction, it's on Bleecker Street Comics. If you go to Bleecker Street Comics, look for the live shows or the live auctions. They'll announce it. But you know, it's a really great auction. Just amazing stuff. I sometimes come out with big stacks of books that I paid like $30 or $40 for. It's like insane prices. But yeah, so I picked up some stuff from the Immortal Biggie shack, and it was just like a big glob of books. So it was these ones, and then I have a bonus book that I'm going to show as well. So first one is Adventure Comics 512, and I thought these were interesting. This was not the reason why I bid on it, and it had this nice Supergirl as well. He always double bags, like double comics each bag. But this is a cool one. Supergirl. Nice Lego Supergirl. Kind of fun. Number 36. And I didn't pay much. I think I paid like $20 or something. It was like really affordable. 20 or $30. There was one comic that I think by itself was a $20 or $30 comic. It's a really good deal. Okay. Oh, okay. Oh, these are mixed in. This is not part of the auction, but we got some Zombie Tramp. So one of the things I've been doing is picking up. There was some issues of Zombie Tramp that I didn't realize that I didn't have. There was a little series of Zombie Tramp that were like before the regular series had existed. There was like several mini-series. Well, this was one of the mini-series that I didn't realize that I didn't have all the covers from. So this is Zombie Tramp number 3. Bit of a sexy one with the decapitated head. And this one I got to censor. So, and then this is number 3. So that was number 2, and this is number 3. So Zombie Tramp number 3. I have number 1. And I think I actually have number 4 as well. But just a really cool one. If you're a big fan of Zombie Tramp like I am, these are pretty cool. So the first one was done by Dan Mendoza. I'm not sure who did the second one. It says PB, so I'm not sure who that is. And I'm not sure. These are some other books that are mixed in. So this is not part of the auction, some of these ones. So those first ones were part of the auction, but these ones are not. Okay. So I went down this rabbit hole I mentioned in several videos ago of collecting bikini covers. Well, this is PEP number 174, and this is one of the first bikini covers in PEP. So it's just a really great Betty bikini cover. And this is Betty. I wouldn't dream of coming to the beach on a miserable day. Oh, whatever do you mean? It's the best day I've seen all year. So she has all the guys around her because she's wearing a bikini. So this is a really nice one. You can see I think I paid $10. It was $12 originally. So just a really nice one. I like these, bikini covers. Okay, now back to the books that I got from Biggie Shack. He actually had one Pep that was in his group. So we got this Pep number 281. Another bikini cover. Kind of convenient how that worked. I don't have that many Peps in my collection. Maybe like 20 or 30. Considering Pep was ran for over 200, almost 300 issues or something crazy. Or maybe even more than that, maybe 400 or 500 issues. I only have maybe 30 in my collection. But this is a fun one. And so that was one of the reasons I bid on his lot. And then he had a few others that, not as interesting to me, like Fighting Army. Not a bad cover though. And he had some more Archies. He had this one, Madhouse, Mad Jokes. And this is issue number 66 from 1969. Nice Silver Age book. And then he had Richie Rich, Gems. This is one I don't have. I have a bunch of Richie Riches, but not this one. So a little bit of a bonus. I don't really consider those super valuable, but I'll show you the one that I thought was really awesome in a minute. And we got Sword and Sorcery. Thought this one was interesting. This is Sword and Sorcery number 3. I was a big Dungeons and Dragons fan, so that's kind of cool. And then Mighty Samson. It's a nice gold key painted cover. And then he had a bunch of painted covers. He had Edgar Rice Burroughs, Tarzan. This is 15 center, so this would be probably either late 60s or early 70s, depending on the thickness of the book. So just a really cool painted cover. And then he had a Lone Ranger, 10-cent Lone Ranger, which is nice. And all this was like $30. It was really, really affordable. So this is a later issue of Lone Ranger. Early issues of Lone Ranger, he'll wear a red shirt. But this is one of the later ones. But still Golden Age. And then more of these Adventure Comics. Adventure Comics 504. And Adventure Comics number 511. These are pretty cool. I haven't read them, so I don't really know that much about them, but I thought they were pretty cool. And then we have a Good Girl Art one. This is 13 going on 30. I'm going on 18. I don't know. These ones aren't that expensive, but they're kind of fun. No, Val, it's my turn. I distinctly remember you were the last one saved. So they're, I think they're trying to get the lifeguard's attention by being rescued by him. So I think that's funny. And then we got Fighting Army, another Fighting Army, number 107. These would be like Bronze Age. And this is Don Perlin cover. And then we have, he threw this one in for free. This was a bonus book. Rags, number 2. But it's just a really great cover. I guess he knows the kind of books I like. This one seems like a really cool one. So Rags, number 2. And the book that I really wanted, he basically said, oh, I'll throw this in if somebody pays an extra $10. And I was like, really? This book by itself pays for the whole collection. So I was like, sure, I'll bid on it. So this is the Hardy Boys, On the Beat. And this is actually Hardy Boys number 1. It's not their first appearance. That's actually in a 4-color book. but this is their first issue of their series, of their comic series. So this is Hardy Boys #1, which is a really cool book to get. This book by itself goes for about $30. So I thought, hey, why not? At that price, why not? Is a good deal. So the Hardy Boys on the Beat, which is the Hardy Boys #1. Just a fun book. Okay, and now last, I have one more book to show. This one is just not related to the auction, not related to that stuff, but it finishes off a collection for me. And it's not a big collection. I'm a big fan of ZFF Davis. It was a comic book publisher that produced a lot of really good stuff, highly underrated. Like some of their titles include like Nightmare, Space Busters, Space Patrol. There was a bunch of really cool titles that they did, and they're amazing covers, just really amazing covers, but for what they are and the rarity of them, they are very undervalued. And this is one of the ones that I thought was a really cool cover. This is Space Busters. I paid a couple $100 for it, but it's the last one I needed for the Space Busters run. I think the run is like 2 books, so it's not like I needed that many, but yeah, but it is a cool one. And it's just this really great Good Girl Amazonian kind of style cover with kind of sci-fi elements to it. But I found that ZFF Davis, their covers kind of are like have that pulp look to them, but they are comic books. Just a really cool publisher, very under the radar, very underappreciated, I should say. So those are the ones that I picked up. I hope you enjoyed that. Definitely check out the Band of Brothers auction. They're really great. If you ever want to get affordable books and just help people within the community, it's definitely a good one to go to. Check out Bleecker Street Comics for that, and he'll promote it whenever they're doing it. But it's like, I think 5 or 6 YouTubers that participate, like Biggie Shack, Papa Wheelie, Bleecker Streak, Cali Comics, and who else? There's a few others. I'm just trying to remember all the names. So definitely check them out. Who Dat is the other one. I was thinking, yeah, Who Dat. Those guys all participate. Who Dat has like really kind of elite comics on his stuff, but definitely at great prices when they do their auctions. It's just insane, actually, some of the pricing. So definitely check them out. Thanks again for watching. Bye for now.